doing the video. Hello there, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. It is the last day of March. Yay! So remember, before it hits Pacific time, get Ratchet and Clank Ride still for free. And remember, today's the day Mario dies. I mean, Sony finally won. Hooray! I kid. You know, you can't have the Mario games anymore. But this video is about the Plus games for April. No, this is not an April Fool's joke. They did announce it today, because remember, April Fool's is tomorrow. AKA, you'll probably see me actually get a woman. Not. So let's talk about the games we get for April. The first one, which we already knew about, which is for PS5 only, is the new Oddworld game. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm kind of glad I did not have to pre-order that this time around. It's free for Plus users only on the 5. So if you don't have a PS5, I would still say add it to your library anyway. Just so you can at least eventually, if you're able to get a 5, it's already there and you don't have to worry about buying it down the road. Also do that with any of the other Plus games that have come out for the 5 as well. Remember, be smart, as Bruce Campbell says, sharp as smart. But we did get the other 2 games announced, and I'm kind of happy in the sense, because they're both great games, but kind of sad in the way because I already own both of them. The first one is Days Gone, which is a very fun zombie video game where you play as a rugged man trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse that happened. I believe it's in upstate California, lower state Washington. One of the main gimmicks is of this, it would be like if it was a real world situation to where you got to make ammunition, you actually have to find gas to put in your motorcycle, and a zombie Winnie the Pooh comes chasing after you because you stole a tunny. Which, by the way, I love when I get chased by the zombie animals, because holy hell, that's worse than getting chased by a zombie, because I'm sorry, I can deal with a human zombie. I don't want to mess with a zombie bear. No thank you, I'd rather die.
I'm going to have your blood instead of my honey pot.
Pretty much. By the way, as you can tell, we're on the road again. Hopefully we don't get killed by dumbass drivers in this state. So I would recommend Days Gone. I will say the platinum is very easy, just time consuming. All you have to do is pretty much beat the game, do all the side missions, get the collectibles, all that stuff, and fun. I do believe there is no difficulty trophy, so hey, go nuts if you want to play something that's a little easy and fun. And it is a fun game. Now the other game is also a zombie game, Zombie Army 4. Now of course, you guys, if you're new to my channel, you may not know this, but me, Mr. Jones, and Vibrator, we have pretty much beaten Zombie Army Trilogy to the point to where we know that game like the back of our hand. And all 3 of us do have Zombie Army 4, and it is a fun game. And they keep putting out new DLC for it a lot, which I do recommend, because, you know, the DLC is fun. You go from going to a castle, to going to hell, to riding a blimp. Which, when we get to the blimp stage in the video, I'm going to be singing I'm on a blimp from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Get ready for a lot of cursing and weird jokes about Blue Eyes White Dragons. But the platinum is a little bit time consuming and difficult, mostly for one's kind of easy to cheat, the other one not so much. The one that you can kind of cheat a bit is the beat the game on the hardest difficulty, but at least on hard mode. You can kind of cheat that a bit if you have enough people in your group. You can set the zombie count to 1 player, so you could technically have 3 or 4 people in your group, 3 or 4 players, but have the zombie count set to 1. Yes, I know some people would be like, well, that just makes it easy. Yes, but you don't get penalized for it. Remember, think smart, not hard. Because sometimes you want to think intelligently, which I know if you watched my channel, that's humanly impossible for me on occasions. No comment from the peanut gallery.
Peanut.
Yeah, another one. But the other trivia, which is kind of difficult, because well, it won't be as difficult anymore because of this. It is beat the entire game, which would be the main campaign, with 4 in a group of 4. So in other words, you and 3 other of your friends need to beat every stage together. Now you don't have to do it in one sitting, but you have to beat every stage at least once with 4 players. So in other words, find 3 people who have the game. Now since it's free now, starting next week, that shouldn't be an issue. I might actually be able to get this platinum pretty quickly now, because I've been wanting the platinum for this game. But unfortunately, it's kind of hard to find people who actually have it, or when we a lot of things beyond my control, kind of like you hope for one thing and then, well, you get screwed. But it is nice that it's free, and I definitely recommend, particularly if you love the Sniper Elite games, because it is from the same people who did that. It is satisfying when you shoot a zombie in the balls and you get to see the balls explode. That is hilarious. Which, granted, I don't know how they still have them, but yeah. Plus, there are a few other trophies. You got to get to like level 100, which is just time-consuming. Getting all the collectibles, again, time-consuming, because you got to collect all the comic books, the letters, the zombie hands, and all that. So you probably would need at least somebody watching a guide to at least tell you where the zombie collectibles are if you can't find them yourself. I will say this though, fun game is that as well. So definitely recommend both of the PS4 games if you don't have them already. So that gets me to what I give the month overall, because this is kind of a weird situation. Normally, when it comes to games I already own, I try not to do that. I just concentrate on the one I don't have. But in this case, I'll make an exception because of how fun Days Gone and Zombie Army 4 is. I give the month of April an A. I give it a 5 out of 5. Great month. Not a lot of people probably have Days Gone because it did not sell well. It had a good story. Unfortunately, a lot of people thought they botched on the promotion of it a bit, which they did. But at the same time, look what it was coming up against a few weeks or months later. I think Mortal Kombat, which, let's be honest, more people cared about Mortal Kombat. And Zombie Army 4, unless you play Trilogy or a big Sniper Elite fan, you may have overlooked this as well. I should point out with Zombie Army 4, you get to kill Zombie Hitler. Yay! And pretty much zombies, which is fun. So overall, I give the month a great month, an A, a 5 out of 5. Just recommend the games on the 4. I will probably add Oddworld to my library because the PS5 doesn't have a lot of data space. But let me know what you think of the Plus games we're getting for April. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you like, all right, games I don't own, or games you do own? And tell me what you think if you do own Days Gone or Zombie Army 4. Now I should point out, I'm still not in the best physical, healthy shape. I will try to stream tonight. It's not going to be Ghost of Tsushima, because I'm going to need all my concentration for that, and with my hip and leg and arm, not exactly the best combination. So I probably will stick to Devil May Cry Kingdom Hearts for right now, something that's a little easier on the body. But until then, have a good night. See you guys later tonight for Devil May Cry or Kingdom Hearts 2. Till then, bye-bye. Cheerio. Pip, pip.